Hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dodgy Gamer here with episode 67, I think, of Andorra, the double challenge in which I take charge of the club FC Andorra and the country of Andorra and try to lead them both along the road to glory. Well, if it feels like a long time since we've had a club-focused episode, it's probably because it is. Last two episodes of Andorra focused on the national team. We've had Cayman Islands World Cup action going on. Do make sure you check that out. Quite the World Cup run we've got going on at the moment as we speak. But now it's time to focus back on the club. Before we focus too much on that, a mini channel update just to give you advance warning. I know videos have been a little bit sporadic, not quite following the usual schedule or frequency recently. That is going to continue over the next couple of weeks. I'm currently in the process of moving house. Not an international move, not an intercontinental move this time, just to move down the street. But that's obviously going to take up a bit of time, and we've got internet things to sort out as well, which might kind of hinder the channel a bit. What I'm trying to do at the moment is get a lot of bulk recording done so we can have things ready to upload and space out over the next couple of weeks. But it could mean either less frequent videos or could mean a couple of weeks where there are no videos out at all. So I do hope you'll bear with me and come back once the time is right. But for now, let's catch up on FC Andorra, and we're having a pretty good season so far, it has to be said. In that opening game of the season, we had the disappointment of a 3-0 defeat away to Real Madrid. But then we bounced back the following week, 3-0 over Tenerife. And what was really good in this game, two of our new signings in the summer got on the score sheet. Michael Burling and Mohamed Kamara got the 2 goals in the first half. Local hero Jose Francisco Perez put it beyond doubt in the second half. We then travelled to Granada, never an easy game, and we came away with a credible 0-0 draw, something that we didn't really see much of last time we were in La Liga. We then went to Valencia, a bit of a disappointing one here. I made that mistake that I made when we were up in La Liga the first time. I kind of went cautious, went defensive, and they just picked us apart. You see, all 3 goals coming in the first half. Then we went back to our more positive, attack-focused ways in the second half, and we managed to kind of level things out a bit. But we bounced back again. We went and played Valladolid. They came to our place, in fact, and although we went behind, we bounced back. Arlindo with a goal, and Maicon Silva getting his first goal for the club. You'd love to see it. Then we hosted Athletic Bilbao, Arlindo with the early goal, and it looked like we were going to get a famous victory. And then Sunset equalised in stoppage time to rob us of all 3 points, unfortunately. Sporting Gijon came the following week. Perez with the early goal. Silva doubling the lead. They did come back into it in the second half, but we held on for a 2-1 win. And that's one of the encouraging signs, because last time we were in La Liga, that was not happening. We were taking the lead. We were going 1-0 up, 2-0 up, and then we were losing 3-2, 4-2. So it's great that we were able to hold on to that, even though we were under pressure in the second half. Then with that confidence, we took it into the Levante game. Arlindo with 2 goals and Sieta scoring 1 as well in a 3-0 victory. Atletico Pamplona, who of course came up with us last season from the second division. We played them, and it was quite a straightforward win. Maicon Silva and Arlindo, the 2 Brazilian boys, getting on the score sheet again. Larrazabal, a guy that we were interested in signing, well, that was his first goal of the season in La Liga. Espanyol, away, tough game. We lost 3-0, we just didn't show up on the day. Didn't help that we gave away a penalty with only about 30 seconds on the clock. Never a good thing to do. And then we ended up losing 3-0, but again, we bounced back. We had a potentially tricky match, Villarreal. You'll see when I show you the league table, Villarreal are not having a great season, but Arlindo secured us the win there. Tough away fixture again at Real Betis. We ended up losing 4-2, but it was an interesting game. They scored, and then Burling bagged himself a brace, and we were 2-1 up for a while, and then 2-2 coming into the half, and then they just kind of strolled away with it in the second half. And then Getafe, they came to our place. We're doing very well at home, you'll have noticed. Maicon Silva with a brace, Burling again with the goal. And this is another encouraging thing, something we haven't really had in this save yet. I'm playing the lone striker, but it doesn't matter if I pick Arlindo or Burling. Both of them are getting the goals, which is great to see. So league table-wise, well, it's nosebleed time for FC Andorra. We are currently 7th, and after 13 games, 23 points. Now, just to put this into context, if you need a reminder, I certainly don't, but when we were up here 2 seasons ago, and we got relegated, we were relegated on 30 points. 3-0. Now, not even halfway into the season, only 13 matches into the season, we're only 7 points off that total. So I think we're on track to survive. I mean, we could have a spectacular bottle job from here, but I get the feeling that we won't. One thing to note for October, with 4 goals in 4 games, Arlindo was named the Player of the Month, keeping company with Sander Berge and Kylian Mbappe, where he belongs. Also want to give you a quick update on Georgie, let's call him Georgie Gomez, who has played 9 games so far in the First Division. He's missed a couple with little minor knocks and so on, but a 7.24 average rating. He is having a great season. Also having a very good season, 11 starts, 5 goals, 2 assists so far. 2 Player of the Match awards for Maicon Silva with an average 7.12. He was a bit anonymous and quiet for the first couple of games, but now he's found his stride and he's really producing the goods. And he's going to have to produce the goods today because we are playing Barcelona. Last time we were up here in La Liga, I didn't feature any matches with Barcelona or Real Madrid because I just knew we were going to get stuffed. Here, though, well, we're probably going to lose today. I mean, we've had 7 wins so far this season. You probably won't see one in this episode. We're playing Barcelona and we're playing Atletico Madrid, but we might as well see where we are, use them as a yardstick of what we are up to at the moment. So here's the kind of team I've settled on. Jimenez in goal, of course. Crush and Gomez is my best central defensive pairing. Jonathan and Pereira are the first choice. Left backs, Duarte has displaced Guedes, keeping him out of the team at the moment. He's forming a bit of a partnership with Macias. Silva, of course, on the right. Bringing Siata in to start on the left today. Perez is a bit tired out from our international exploits, which you can catch up on in the previous episode. Arlindo up front. Now, here's a bit of a tricky one. Arlindo and Robertson have this partnership forming. The only thing is, Robertson has not been in the same kind of form as Kamara, who was a new signing in the summer. So I'm going to give Kamara a go today. I'm going to give him the nod because I got a training report just before the match and he was picked out as the top performer in training this week. So I think that deserves some recognition. Okay, Barcelona playing it a bit deeper with the defensive midfielder. You'll see they've got a certain Jordan Sancho out on the left, a certain Kylian Mbappe out on the right, and they've got a little bit of a tipple in defence. Pick up where you left off last time out. Of course, that's what we say. It's only Barcelona. What's the worst that could happen? All right, and we're off then with this key game. We're playing first place Barcelona, who start the game with a free kick and a goal. Oh dearie me. That's not the first highlight you want to see. Oh, there is a goal review though. There is a goal review. I think Mbappe was ahead of the last man and he may have unsighted the keeper. That's why Jimenez flapped at it a bit and it's been rightly disallowed. Good call, ref. Well, it's Barcelona again. They're coming forward. Oh, Mbappe. Poor header from Mbappe. But only as far as tipple. And those 2 attacking players got a bit out of position there, a bit of a rush of blood to the head, charging down the goalkeeper. It's Mbappe again, trying to make amends for his blunder moments ago. We're holding them off all right. Oh, cannons back off the post. Mbappe can't quite follow up. Well, I picked demand more, but I think rather than demand more, we want demand something at the moment. Well, here we go. We're getting something now. Maicon Silva to Arlindo. Oh, yes. 7th goal of the season. The Brazilian duo link-up. It's Maicon Silva's corner. Arlindo making a mockery of the Barcelona defence. Just rose for the header, unchallenged, and just, they had no one on the post. Easy goal. Thank you very much. Right then, we got a throw in. Could we dare add something before half-time? No, we've given it away in a dangerous position. And now Barcelona, they're going to try and equalise. Oof, it hits the foot of the post and bounces out. We got away with that. Barcelona, got to give it to them. They've been the better team. They've had the possession. They've had more chances. It's just we've took our chances. So I said, things are going well, but you guys are capable of so much more. You can still improve. I've got faith in you. That struck a chord with those players. Arlindo is listening as passionately as ever, so we'll let him do that. Okay, tactics-wise, I was thinking about dropping the tempo a bit and maybe looking for a bit more of counter-attacking play, but I don't want to mess with things too much at the moment, so we're just going to start the second half and see what we can do. I mean, we've taken our chance. We've defended quite well so far. We've hung on a little bit at times. We'll have to see, maybe are Barcelona going to come firing at us? Arlindo! Oh my lord, what a goal! Just as I was speculating over how the second half might play out, Arlindo produces a piece of magic. Long ball over the top, but beautiful two-touch control there, and just completely wrong foots the defence and the keeper. We could be on our way here to something big. Ooh, it's the hour mark now, and Barcelona are looking to get back into this game. Crespo to Mbappe. Beautiful save by Jimenez. That was a complete work of art. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Now let's get it clear. Job done. Right, we're going to bring on Perez for Siete. Siete's only on a 6.5, so not having the best of games. We've also got to watch out for these guys on yellows. My two centre-backs and my two central midfielders are on yellows, so I'm going to bring on Guedes. He plays in a slightly more attacking role. That's his preference, so we're just going to crank up the pressure a little bit on Barcelona. It's not what they'll be expecting. They'll be expecting us to drop deep and sit back. We are not going to do that. Right, Jonathan with the throw-in. Oof, getting down to the final 12 minutes now. Silva tries to beat his man, but his cross is blocked, and Mbappe now has our defence at his mercy. But he shoots wide. He can't break us down. Oof, 10 minutes to go now. 10 minutes only. Gotta praise the boys for getting this far and this deep into the game and being 2-0 up. Just don't concede now, please. Oh my God, you've just conceded the softest goal in the history of soft goals. Softer than a roll of Andrex, that goal. Dearie me, dearie me, dearie me. We hang our heads in shame. Mbappe with way too much space. And the header from the edge of the box bounces in front of the keeper. How neither he nor the defenders dealt with that, I do not know. Right, we're bringing on Fernandes for Crush, because Crush is on a yellow, and he's dropped down to 62% fitness, or conditioning. Now let's see if we can run down the clock. I just don't want to touch the tactics, because I think if I do, we're just going to invite Barcelona onto us. I mean, they're looking anxious and frustrated. We're moments away here from a first ever victory over one of the big boys in the Liga. Arlindo goes for the hat-trick. That would have sealed it. We're seconds away now. And the whistle's been blown. A famous victory for FC Andorra. We held on. They really put the pressure on late with lots of shots coming in. But we held on for a famous win that moves us into 5th place. That is absolutely crazy. Wow, boys, that was really special. End team talk. Oh, yes. Did I mention Jurgen Klopp is the current manager of Barcelona in this game? He was full of praise for me before the match. Yeah, he thinks we've been benefiting from complacent opposition all along. You sore loser, Jurgen. Oh, we're certainly going to praise Arlindo's performance. 2 goals in the game, and we won 2-1. He was superb. He wants to keep impressing. That's great. Alright, it's a double match episode, so we're going on to Atletico Madrid. And a little bit unexpectedly, this is 4th versus 5th, or rather 5th versus 4th, as we're the home team. We're tied on 26 points, Atletico Madrid have a better goal difference, but let's see if we can get a victory again. We could move up into Champions League places. But there is a big but on this. After that Barcelona game, both Gomez and Crush are suspended, having picked up yellow cards. So both first-choice centre-backs out. So we're going with Fleming, and we're putting Andre, the young French kid, in at centre-back. Apart from that, we brought in Guedes instead of Macias, just for a bit more attacking play from midfield. But everything else is the same, although Perez does start this time. Atletico Madrid also going with a fairly similar shape, at least. But if we get into the dressing room, we're going to be seeing assistant manager. Well, it's the coach, my assistant manager. This guy called John Jensen just left the club 2 days before the game to take over at Celta Vigo. He'd only been here like 7 months or something. Anyway, show me what you can do to keep our run going. And I've got faith in everyone else. Good stuff. Right, second big match of the episode. The big matches come thick and fast in La Liga. Let's see if we can pick up another victory. And the first chance, the first highlight, looked like it was going to be ours, but it's turned into an Atletico Madrid counter-attack. Oh, right, let's see if we can cope with this. No, we can't. Ihataren. We know that name. Wonder Kid. That he is has scored a breakaway goal. Very disappointing beginning. Hopefully this isn't going to be like our previous encounter with Atletico Madrid in an episode on this channel, back when we were still in the second division or second division B, and they beat us 7-1 in a cup match. Alright, Kamara has got the ball. He's gone on a great run right down to the byline. He crosses to Perez. Oh, Perez just a bit too much underneath the ball and headed over. Atletico Madrid with a throw in an advanced position. We've managed to clear. What was that? What the hell was that? Fleming headed it away, and I didn't see the name who that was, but whoever collected it on the edge of the area just played it straight to Atletico Madrid, and then they ended up with a second goal. Oh, dearie me. Right, we've got to try and get something back here now. We're midway through the first half. Pereira knocks it out wide to Silva. Silva gets it to Guedes. Ooh, that was close. That was close. We needed that to be a goal. So far, I've got to say it's been a poor call of me to bring Guedes in instead of Macias. He's dropped down to a 6.2. I feel a half-time substitution coming on. Dearie me, the glory of that Barcelona victory just has not carried over at all. We're definitely telling the team that we're furious with them. And we're making the call. Macias on for Guedes. Guedes can go, and you can just stay in the dressing room for now. Let's get out for the second half. Of course, the fact that we're missing both Gomez and Crush in the same game, if it had been one or the other, we probably would have coped a lot better. It has been even in terms of chances. They've edged possession, but, you know, they've just got the greater quality in their team, I guess. Anyway, what's going to happen here? Can we build something from the back? Macias getting involved. Good to see Silva on the run. Oh, he shrugs off the tackle. Jonathan now to Arlindo. Oof. Best chance of the game for us so far. Right, we're past the hour mark and we need to get that goal in soon. Oh dear, Kamara's picked up a knock, so I think we're going to have to take him off. Lower leg injury. We don't want it to be a torn calf muscle or something like that. So Robertson comes on in his place. Perez, I hate to say, but Perez has been poor today, so I'm going to take him off. I'm going to bring Silva onto the left. We'll play him as an inside forward, and Carvalho comes on the right. Let's see if that gives us any kind of an edge. I mean, I doubt we've got 2 goals coming in the final 10 minutes, but, you know, we can dream. But it's Atletico Madrid who've got the chance. Oh, shot was blocked, but we haven't cleared the danger yet. Come on, boys, get rid. But, oh, I don't know what that was or why it was worthy of a highlight, but at least we didn't concede. Well, Let's see, final highlight of the game potentially here. It comes out to Silva, who is hacked down terribly by Victor. Straight red. Of course it is, but I think that's going to be the last action of the game. We got a bit of an extra stoppage time to deal with the injury, but disappointing. After that glorious victory over Barcelona, we couldn't follow up. But, that's what this season's going to be like. We will tell them that it was a disappointing performance. At least we've come to that level, where losing 2-0 at home to Atletico Madrid, I'm justified in telling them it was disappointing. Last time we were up here, I would have been saying, well, don't worry about it. You did brilliantly out there, but not today. But we started the episode in 7th, we finished the episode in 5th. That's what we call progress. Let's have a look at fixtures we've got coming up. Well, now we continue our run of home games, or conclude it rather, with Real Sociedad. Then we've got Leganés and Zaragoza away. All winnable games, I have to say. Then we're going to get the Cup coming in, the January transfer window, and into the new year. So when we come back for the next episode very much depends on the Cup, who we draw, if we can get on a run. Historically, we haven't done very well in the Cup, but hopefully we can change that this year. Otherwise, we'll try and get through the season as quickly as possible and come back for some of the bigger games later in the season. Who knows, if this form continues, we might be in the conversation for a European place. We might fade into mid-tables obscurity. Hopefully, we will not drop down further than that. Let me know what you think is going to happen for the rest of our season down in the comments. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm Georgie Gamer. See you again soon.